Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the official bell-to-bell post-show of 2025's WWE Night of Champions from Saudi Arabia. We've just finished watching the rest of the show, the main event, CM Punk versus John Cena, but we're going to talk about the whole show and I guess go through our current feelings of what's next after the Avengers once again trying to come out and stop the match. Yo, I swear, man, CM Punk and John Cena gave me all the feels that I guess was necessary, but yeah, that was
Man, that shit is a 2% on Rotten Tomatoes. What are we talking about? Like, that shit was trash.
I'm dead. So I will go through the entire card. We're gonna start with the first match of the night. Was oh my goodness, what was the first one? Oh, the first match was the men's King of the Ring, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. That was a good match. Honestly, this man, Blackout Rebel, had just got here as it was starting. I think it was a good match. I appreciate it for what it was. Cody comes out winning. How do you feel about it?
Those are some baddies in front. I wonder why CM had to stop it. Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, CM Punk stopped at the post. We're watching the post show WWE's doing, and he stopped right in front of the
There's a reason why they was in front row. We see the vision. Nah, I think it was a good match. I just think that it was badly placed. Yeah. That's not a match that you put as the first.
No.
As the first
I don't
card.
think no.
For no reason, like entertainment-wise, time-wise, it was a good match. Top-tier wrestlers. Why have them open the night? Like, I get how you want to maybe set a tone, but not with them. That's not how you do it.
Not with them. I agree.
Honestly, it's gonna get me to my point that I'm gonna have to say later on. But I wouldn't have them on the card at all, honestly.
Yeah, you said that. And I was like kind of shocked, but
there's a method to my madness.
I'll be honest. I'll believe the fact that as much as I enjoyed it, and we both said it, the finish was anticlimactic. Like there was so many other scenarios I saw happening. Honestly, I saw Randy Orton winning, but okay, whatever. Oh shit.
That's how passionate this nigga was.
No, I mean, listen. As much as I love me Cody Rhodes. He's going to turn heel.
Yep.
But I do not see a world where I need him versus John Cena a second time within a 6 months time frame. Excuse me, at SummerSlam. I don't. It's a 2-night event. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, the way I see it from here, where does Randy Orton go? What do you do with Randy now? He's lost.
I mean, he's a legacy act. So right now, you just kind of have him as like the Carlito in cancellation of R-Truth. He's there to help the new talent. He's there to work into mid-tier storylines, top-tier story. Like he can do anything at this point.
You're right. I just
if you want to, because he's not too far behind from Ric Flair and John Cena's record, right?
He has 15 title reigns currently.
Okay, so he still has some decent legs left in his career, so I could see him maybe not right now because of everything that's going on with John Cena's farewell tour, but you can have that work where Randy Orton can very well shatter, if not tie, John Cena.
I can see that. Honestly, I thought that was going to happen here. Win King of the Ring, go on, beat him at SummerSlam. Maybe then have Randy Orton versus John Cena a third time. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, man. Cena and Cody is going to be a banger, obviously. They're going to have their whole story for SummerSlam. I don't know. I don't know. I saw Randy Orton winning, but we're not in the writer's room. We should be.
We definitely should.
We should be.
Yo.
But we're not.
At me.
But that's neither here nor there. Congrats to Cody Rhodes, 2025, King of the Ring. What was next after that? Sammy versus Karrion Kross.
That was the next one?
Yeah.
That was the next one? Wasn't it Rhea?
Oh no, Rhea versus Raquel Rodriguez. I'm sorry.
That honestly stole the fucking show.
That should have
been the main event, low key. Like that match right there.
That was a good ass match. Honestly, we had talked about it. Raquel Rodriguez, once upon a time, was on the same level as Rhea, the same level as Bianca.
Yep.
Y'all know the picture. I'll share it on the video at the bottom of the comments, whatever. There was a time, Bianca Belair, Raw Women's Champion. Rhea Ripley, SmackDown Women's Champion. Raquel Rodriguez, NXT Women's Champion. There's a picture of them together. It was done live on the show on NXT. Dude, there is no way why Raquel Rodriguez can't be primed in maybe that upper to that mid to upper card as a actual possible threat to Io Sky for the Women's World Championship on Raw. She doesn't have to be a heater forever. You said that. She does not have to be a heater forever, and I hope that changes eventually. Maybe down the line. I don't know.
I think with the story and how you can maybe work it and twist it right now, it gives credence to how the destruction of Judgment Day is going to happen.
Yeah.
Because you have Liv Morgan coming back and you see all the good that Roxy is trying to do.
Yeah.
You're going to have this feud now with Liv looking at Raquel a little sideways like, now whose side are you on? Because this bitch came out and tried to help you, and now you're going to have a softer side of her. You're going to try to defend her in arguments, and you're going to have Finn's happy-go-lucky ass in the back. So now it's going to be a dissension. So now, how is it going to look when after all of this, Raquel is going to be on her own?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, because honestly, which actually leads to another question. How the hell do you book it now? I get it. Liv is hurt. Shout out to Liv. I hope she comes back soon.
Definitely.
But how long do you have Raquel carry this tag team championship to the point where, okay, Liv is not coming back?
Insert Roxy.
Right.
Same thing that Naomi did with Jade.
Do we keep that same storyline going?
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Who's Liv's tag team partner? That's it.
I see what you're trying to do. Oh, man, I mean, obviously.
Obviously who?
Obviously, you're trying to have her build back up trust with Rhea.
Oh my God. Please no. After them almost killed each other for like 2 years? Good God.
It's almost like comic book writing. There's an unwritten rule when it comes to comic books that things will change, but things will always go back to being the same. It's just like when, the big reveal when Captain America was like Hell Hydra. That was a very short period of time. Things will always revert back to the norm, to the status quo.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't around for this, but there was a time where Liv and Rhea were great tag team partners.
Yes, they were.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it can revert and go back to that.
Yeah.
And it can be a nice build-up where you see Rhea having her matches and shit like that, and things are not going well for her, and you see Liv come out, and she doesn't just interfere, but she interferes and makes sure Rhea does get the win.
I can see that.
A couple of weeks of that, it's like, listen, how many times do I have to prove it to you?
You've
hurt me, I've hurt you, we got to move past this. I don't like that bitch any more than you do.
Let that hurt go.
Let's get back to the...
Let that hurt go.
Yeah.
Let that hurt go. I mean, I see it. I guess for SummerSlam wise, the only thing that I can see this leads up to is the eventual breakdown of, and we just shared this as a not a TikTok. Oh yeah, on TikTok, but we also shared it as a reel not too long ago. Honestly, we're going to start seeing the decline of the Judgment Day, this version, because I do feel we're going to move into a section where it's Finn led with Roxanne, with I guess whoever the tag team partner, whoever the tag team partner. I guess if it's going to be Raquel, it'd be Raquel, Roxanne, Liv, and whoever else they add to the stable. I don't know. Just give Raquel more of a chance. Give her more of a burn.
Absolutely.
I feel like.
Yes.
Again, now we're going to go into the next match, which was Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
I am so happy. Like, honestly, I think Karrion is getting a little bit of that residual R-Truth type of treatment. Like, the fans are really coming out and being more outspoken and being honest about what we need and what we want. Karrion Kross needs a push.
Yeah. Oh, man.
He's always delivered behind the... What the
fuck is going on here?
Get this shit out of here.
I'm trying to make sure y'all see my Mystical. That's why.
Got you.
There you go.
There you go.
So you can see Mystical I got while I'm on my trip to Miami, so I can see it with the AAA Mega Championship too. But go ahead, continue.
But yeah, Karrion is, he's always been a stand-up wrestler, stand-up guy, behind the scenes, always pulling the strings and manipulating and kind of furthering the storyline to go in a certain way. And a lot of what we've been getting these last couple of months has been part and parcel to what his influence has done.
Yeah,
so
true.
To see him get this type of pop, to see him get that type of reaction, even though he didn't win, I still think it was a dope match. It was a good look for him.
Yeah, and I love the little intricacies. Like towards the end of the match, he's reaching out to Sammy like, still admit it, Sammy. Still admit that you're a liar.
Yeah.
Still admit. And I'm like, I'm like, yo, that's what I actually wanted Sammy to do. Like, get the fuck out of here. I won. But listen, I'm here for Karrion Kross. Any type of way to integrate him into the show. Honestly, where do you see Sami Zayn going next? Because that was a very interesting. That was, I think, a personality win for Sami Zayn.
Okay.
But he has to get back in the, honestly, world title contention.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant like as far as like a heel turn or anything like that.
Nah. Sammy's not turning heel, no time soon. I have my own theories of when Sammy goes heel, but that's neither here nor there.
I feel like it's gonna be around that moment if him winning the belt is gonna turn him heel, or he's gonna become heel to get the belt. Either way, I feel like that's gonna have to be the thing.
Okay.
I don't see him being the goody guy at getting the belt.
Got you.
I think it'll be a really great pop because everybody's been following him for so long.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it would be such a shift in just the reaction, just a shocker moment.
Yeah.
I think they could feed off of that a lot more than just him being the good guy. Because
I
I feel like we already got that with Cody. We don't.
Yeah,
need
we have enough.
We don't need an infant baby face anymore.
Yeah,
we need somebody who has a little bit more edge.
Mm-hmm.
Who we can kind of somewhat almost sympathize why they've become heel.
That's
like
true.
I think the reason why people hate Cena is because it's like we don't really know why you became heel.
Just because it kind of feels like.
Thanks to fucking Rock and his incomplete ass storylines, I want to come and visit every fucking leap year. Fuck out of here!
Yeah.
Like you did more hurt than help.
The Rock is worse than a stepfather trying to come back on Father's Day for gifts after like 10 years. Anyway.
Like, nigga, how do you leave and go get the milk? Nigga, like, you supposed to step in. You stepped out. What the fuck? I never heard of a step out father before. What the fuck is this?
Yo, I'm trying not to laugh. He's so stupid.
It's trash, man.
This shit really is trash. Back to, who we have after that? We had, Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa.
That was good.
For the U.S. Championship.
That was pretty good. I mean...
Solo is in that realm now that he's doing his own bloodline version of rules of matches, I see.
Yeah. I think Jacob's another one that I think the fans are just head over heels about.
Yes.
And rightfully so. I think he's always showed up. He just has that it factor. Like, whether he's on the mic, whether he's in the ring doing crazy backflips and all that shit. Can't go wrong. And then the fact that we actually have Solo, and you pointed it out because I wasn't even paying attention. This is his first belt.
Yes. The U.S.
That's
Championship
fucking crazy.
is the first. So NXT doesn't count in this realm of things because yes, he is a former NXT North American champion.
Okay.
That is the case. But this is his first singles title on the main roster for someone who's been on the main roster for what? I want to say about 5-6 years, just
That's
about.
crazy.
He was the enforcer for Roman since almost 2021, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, this is his first major. Yo, shout out to Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
He's put the work in. His character changes and all that. But the fact that they're building his own bloodline around him, because we saw the debut of Hikuleo. He didn't know who Hikuleo was. I had to put him
Too
on.
many niggas. It's almost like when they started expanding the Pokemon. It used to be 150, then it went to like the 154 because they had the 3 legendaries.
Yeah.
Then they started getting more intricate and crazy, and then the evolution. That's what it's like. It's like I can't keep up. Like the fuck, I clocked out a long time ago.
I really think that whatever they're building up here, okay, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Right now, I think it's going to be Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa 2 at SummerSlam.
I can see that.
I feel like that's going to be a repeat of this, same situation. Only difference is, I would like to think Jacob wins it back.
Okay.
I think what ends up going to happen, we're going to have another Bloodline War Games.
You know, with Survivor Series, they just promoted that for being in San Diego. I was interested to see how they're going to set up a War Games for Survivor Series.
Solo Sikoa, Tonga Loa, whatever name they give Hikuleo, and JC Mateo. Versus Jacob Fatu, who will be the U.S. champion again at that time. Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, because I think he's going to be separated from his brother for a bit. to serve on the side of Jacob Fatu.
Okay, I was just about to ask about it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Big Jim.
Big Jim. I think Big Jim calls Jey Uso to help him.
That's interesting.
Have the Usos. Have the Usos. And honestly, Solo's winning that too.
You think?
Tama Tonga is going to betray what you call it, and that's how we get was known in Japan as Gorillas of Destiny, Tonga Tama and Tonga Loa versus the Usos. We're going to build towards that.
Hey.
That's a legendary family, 2 legendary tag teams. Pen and paper, let's go.
Interesting.
Why
I'm
not?
not mad at it.
But I do think Jacob Fatu deserves to get that U.S. Championship back before he gets to the point of maybe winning Royal Rumble. Before he gets to his world title reign, his path to get there, I think he gets that U.S. Championship back. I don't think Solo's gonna be champion for him.
I wouldn't mind it. I think we've seen a lot of maturity and growth.
Yeah.
With the leniency that they've been giving Solo in his character development.
Yeah.
We've seen how charismatic he really can be because I didn't follow him and I haven't been watching wrestling as long as you. So I wasn't there for when they first brought Solo in. But when I came in, I saw Solo, no shoes on, don't say shit. I'm just the enforcer. I just look mean.
Yep.
I try not to break character when Sammy is saying dumb shit like Usi and all that. To see that and to see him go to I have a suit on, I have the chain, I'm calling the shots, I'm bringing people in, I'm calling audibles, I'm the tribal chief, and that whole feud. I think this is really good for him. I think he can really carry the belt well.
Yep.
He has a faction, so you can see all the different times that he's gonna screw people out of winning.
Yep.
So I can see him with it.
He's gonna keep taking Roman's playbook.
I mean, it's an annoying playbook, but
is.
It's a sensible one. It makes sense,
and it fits the character too. If he's he lost his tribal chief title, Ulafala. He lost the title of it, but you don't. Just like Roman, you don't stop being the tribal chief in your head, especially when you know it brought you like a lot of success. So he's gonna do the same shit. I don't mind that.
Yeah,
I don't mind that.
I mean, I don't mind the mentality, but it does sound a little stupid being the tribal chief without a tribe. How the fuck you a gang leader without no gang, nigga? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yo, I fucking can't stand you. Because you're right, though.
Leader of what, nigga?
Oh, God. Anyway.
Yeah.
We end with the main...
Do we have to?
No. We didn't leave in the main. We end with the next match was Jade Cargill versus Asuka for the Queen of the Ring finals. Honestly, we were both pleasantly wrong. I really thought it was going to be Asuka, and then we're going to have Asuka versus Io at SummerSlam. Did not see Jade winning.
Nah, not at all.
And shout out to Leak. Yo, my man.
What did Leak say now?
King Leak is in our group chat saying that Jade needs to go back to the PC.
Yeah, he did say that, yeah.
That she needs to go back to the PC, that she's getting worse. That is his opinion, not mine. I think she actually showed some nice improvement in this match. Was it as good as her previous matches? No. But I also did not expect her to win. I did not see Jade Cargill winning at all. But here we are. Jade goes on to face, I guess, Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam. But we said, I think you started it, but I finished it. We said, what happens next when Jade goes on to face Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam?
Oh, you already know Naomi catching that shit in.
She is catching the fuck in.
What? She probably gonna be ringside. The fuck is you talking about?
Yo, she's petty.
She gonna be on the mic.
Yep.
She might try to be a guest referee. Naomi has been on bullshit this whole time, and I'm here for it. I love it.
Do we think that? So Jade, do you think Jade wins, and then she cashes, or Jade is about to win, she cashes, make it a triple threat like Seth did, and then win?
I think that she would definitely. If she makes it a triple threat, it has to be in a situation where she feels like Jade is knocked the fuck out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Either she's knocked the fuck out to where she can worry about Tiffy, or she's knocked the fuck out where it's just like, yo, let me just isolate Tiffy real quick and get the pin on this bitch, or something like that.
Yeah, I can see that. Either way, we both said it. Naomi is winning the Women's World Championship, the WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam. I'm calling it now.
I'm here for it.
She's winning it. Now we can finish with the last match. WWE Undisputed Championship. John Cena, CM Punk. I'll just say from jump, as someone who's watched wrestling long enough, and he hasn't, that was basically their Money in the Bank match the night that Punk won it.
I'm saying that shit was hot dog water then. You talking about all the emotion and everything built up. Nigga, ass is ass, alright? And this ain't good ass.
I just feel like the match was like repeat. Some of the movements, some of the intricacies, the facial expressions, the moves that were done, it just felt too much of that match, and they just ran it back. Add in the layer of Seth Rollins coming in and the rest of the Avengers.
Yo, calling Penta and Sammy the Avengers is fucking crazy.
Listen, like I saw this shit happening. I saw John Cena winning. Whatever. The match was what it was, man.
I don't know. Sometimes I really feel like you have to call it audible and you have to kind of shake things up.
Yeah.
You don't want to be so predictable.
Yeah.
There's certain formulas and there's certain things that just make sense. Like, for instance, what we're saying, and what I was saying with Judgment Day. If you have it set up to where Liv tries to crawl back to Rhea, that makes sense because Rhea and Liv have had a very tumultuous relationship, but there was a point in time where they were tag team partners.
Yep.
And because you have Roxy and Raquel, neither one of them can do it on their own because there's always going to be somebody to keep, jumping them.
Also true.
So you tag team, so that makes sense. But you don't. So that's predictable in a good way. Predictable in a bad way is letting Cena win this shit. It's like, yeah, we know it's your last run. Yo, how unpredictable would it be if Punk won? And this is still Cena's last run, but Cena wins it back.
Yep.
18. We didn't see it coming. We're so focused on the 17. We didn't even see that there's a possibility for an 18.
I like that.
Now and then you could insert Randy Orton because he's right behind, and now he feels like I have more work to do. All right, bet, let's get it.
Yep.
So there's so many different things you can do to just be more different and just think outside the box. And I feel like they just keep placating to the same, It's like level 1 of Pac-Man, and I'm over here thinking of level 80 and shit. This shit is more intricate. Like, there's a bunch of shit going on.
It's you know the sad part about that bunch of shit going on? You got Sammy coming. Okay, I get it. Sammy's been dealing with the Seth Rollins shit, so has Penta. But it came off like it was a cheap pop for both of them. We already saw Sammy for the night. I love Sammy, but he didn't need to come up for that.
Just to get his ass kicked. Because we know there's no world where he's getting the upper hand on Braun Breaker. Not in 100% peak health.
Same thing with Penta. Like, I love Penta. I love everything they're doing with him. But why is he out there? Because he's rebelling against Seth and helping even the odds?
I think that was their way of trying to put him over and push him and get him included into the storyline. So I understood that. I'm not mad at Penta because he wasn't there. We didn't see him tonight, so him coming out, it made sense. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I think it could have been a bigger pop, though. I don't think
that's where I'm focused on.
Yeah, I don't think that they received him too well. I don't understand that.
Because for me now, it's like you putting Penta in this. For me, Monday Night Raw, Penta and Sami Zayn against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. You just set the match up perfectly. That should be the match. Because for me, now going forward, Sammy should not always be hovering around the world title picture. Because I feel like Goldberg's being retired at Saturday Night Main Event. I hope y'all know that.
Retired? That motherfucker may not live.
It's Gunther versus Sami Zayn at the World Heavyweight Championship match at SummerSlam. That's your night 1 main event right there. Sami Zayn should win. After Sami Zayn versus Penta for the world title sounds like a nice little match for Seth to screw them up and Seth getting the title. That's how you get Seth to cash in.
That would be dope.
Let Seth cash right in on Sami Zayn. That's how you start building Sami Zayn's heel turn too. Sami is sick of this shit. He is sick of this shit. Yo. I've beaten Gunther twice now. I've beaten for the Intercontinental Championship. I've beaten for the world title, and I still can't keep the belt. Nah, bro. Sami has to crash out. Sami's crash out's coming. Between
that was a stressed out. Between that and the carrying cross shit, it's like
stress.
Everybody leave me the fuck alone. Alright? Yo, check this out.
Please leave me the fuck alone. Leave my title alone. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, that's poor guy.
But I certainly think that makes sense because where does Penta's direction go? Where does Sammy's direction go? You know, Seth is eventually going to cash in. It's just about when.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was an interesting main event, to say the least. We're basically getting now Cody versus Cena 2 at SummerSlam from it.
It was a trash event. And the reason why I feel like it's trash is because of the name itself.
What? Oh, Night of Champions?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Go ahead, say it.
Night of Champions. How many title defenses did we actually have in Night of Champions?
WWE Undisputed Championship. That was it. Was it? Yeah. And then the two King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring. And the U.S. Championship. That was it.
2 out of 5 matches?
2 out of 6.
2 out of 6 matches.
Yeah.
So not only is it's a Night of Champions where only 2 belts were defended.
I remember old school Night of Champions where almost every title was defended.
That's what I'm getting at. So that plus, like I said, I was catching up on SmackDown before I got here.
Mm-hmm.
You had the Street Profits defend their fucking belts against the Wyatt Six last night, but you can't put them on a fucking PLE and they in the same fucking country. I flew all the way over for this shit. Fuck. Nigga, I could have did this shit back home. The fuck am I flying over here for a title defense on SmackDown, nigga?
For a DQ finish.
For a DQ at that. Are you fucking serious? And that shit just looked all confuffled.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Like just DIY and just a bunch of other niggas.
Yeah, Axiom or doing whatever the fuck they were doing with it. Like, I get it. We were trying to prop up the tag division, but now.
No, that's not how the fuck you do it.
How
you do it, you put them on fucking PLEs. They have not defended their belts on a single fucking PLE since they've had that championship.
They better be on a SummerSlam card. That's all I'm gonna fucking say.
They better be on every fucking card. I don't want to hear that. SmackDown every night. Making appearances on Raw. I better see them in fucking cereal boxes. Start pushing the fucking champions like they are champions. Why the fuck is Rhea more popular than the champions? People with no belts. Now, that's a conversation for another time. That's just an example.
That's an example.
But there's no reason why the champions are not being pushed the way that they should be.
You're
fucking right. Zelina Vega lost her shit. How many PLEs did we see her defend her shit at?
Shout out to my homie Hobbyist Sports that's on Twitter. Yeah, was crashing out bad. There was a lot of people that was very angry about how Zelina Vega lost that title.
To fucking... Is Julia still injured?
No, Julia's...
She's clear. She's good.
She's cleared. Good.
Okay.
Won the title last night.
I kind of felt that was coming, but you do that better.
Yeah. That should have had a whole build-up of feud.
You pushing Julia so fucking quick. She was only in NXT for what, more than maybe 6 months, if that?
Just about.
Give or take. So you're going to accelerate her like you did. Like you're pretty much giving her the Stephanie Vaquer treatment almost. So you're going to push and elevate and accelerate her growth and push and everything like that. Why not do it on a bigger platform and stage?
I agree.
Like that's a disservice to Zelina too, because she has been doing some good shit with that belt, busting through fucking Chelsea Green and that whole faction and division single-handedly. It's not even like she has like the Avengers, like you're saying, to come help her.
Up either.
Dolo, her 3'6" ass has been putting in work by herself.
Queens get the money.
Queens definitely get the money, but it's like, yo, what we doing?
I don't know, man. Honestly, and let's be honest, if you want to take that same respect on Raw. If it wasn't for the fact that Lyra Valkyria had that posters with Becky and the whole storyline was already built with Bayley coming in, Stephanie Vaquer would be your Women's Intercontinental Champion by now, the way they're booking this shit.
That's a good point.
The way they're building this shit for Julia, that would have been the same thing on Raw if it wasn't for Becky and Bayley, let's be honest. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing here. I really hope, if Julia's now got the belt, then I hope Zelina gets somewhat form of not even a rematch, get her a number one contenders match, and let her have her moment to fight for the belt within her hometown, because she's from Queens, basically from New York, New Jersey, surrounding area. She should get a PLE rematch for that title on SummerSlam. Let's talk about it.
And since we're talking about contender matches and belts and championships and all that, I would be remiss if I did not come on here and pop the trunk and wild out on the fact that Jada Parker should have won that fucking fatal four-way. What the fuck are we talking about? You know Jordan Grace a lot better than I do. But I swear to fucking Christ, that vignette that she did was boring as all shit, And I know everybody says the same thing, whether you fucking want to admit it or not. It was the most boring, bland piece of shit that I saw. Let's not do it. Let's not do that. Lash Legend came out giving her little Lash swag and everything. I was like, okay, I see that.
Man.
Then we had fucking Jada Parker doing her shit, and I was just like, Jada, that's my baby. She checks off all the boxes. I'm not biased for no fucking reason.
Right.
I think she's one of the best wrestlers that we have. She might need a little bit more work and some technicality issues in the ring, but if you're talking about doing the vignettes, if you're talking about carrying the crowd, if you're talking about carrying a feud or a rivalry, she got to where it counts.
She hasn't.
That's the reason why she just said fuck OTM and like, nigga, I'm here. I don't need you niggas. You niggas need me. So what the fuck are we talking about? And then who was the other chick? It was Izzy Day. We knew Izzy Day was. She was just there because you needed a fourth. Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like you could have still got somebody else that you don't have in the back. You don't use in the back too much.
Very true.
You could have used Tatum Paxley.
Shit, you could have used one of the girls from Evolve. Since Shawn Legacy was coming from Evolve and had a North American Championship match. Why not throw one in Evolve? Listen, what's the girl name? I forgot her damn name. Something Gray on
Kendall Gray.
Kendall Gray has been surprising me. For the hell of it, it's NXT. Fucking get out, girl who's a champion on Evolve in the fucking 4-way. Why not?
Wait.
What's her name that's the champion of Evolve?
That's Kelly Armstrong.
Kelly Armstrong. Why not throw her in the fray? They need to take another L.
That would have been interesting. All right.
Make it interesting.
I like the curveball. I like it.
Why not? She wasn't going to win it, but definitely let her show off that power, show off that title, and give her a chance to show off the brand, because you're trying to sell the brand.
My thing is this. In your heart of hearts, who do you think can carry a belt better and longer?
As far as what, those four?
Yes. Now, granted, Jordan Grace is a powerhouse and all that shit. She's built like that. She's built for tough. Cool, fine, I get that. She could beat a lot of the women and some of the men in the back.
Yes, she could.
Cool.
She could.
Charisma-wise, how far do you think she can take that? Jada Parker has been popping on everybody in the back room without a belt. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants a piece of her without a belt. So her getting a belt makes sense. I don't like none of you bitches. And I have a belt to prove that I'm better than you bitches. And I don't give a fuck if you think you can beat me. I will defend it and show you I'm still better than you bitches. It writes itself. Lash Legend isn't as aggressive, but I can see that belt going too. And it's like you got to do something since you already severed her fucking tag team partner. What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing? I don't know, man. And just to make it worse, Jordan Grace is winning that title from JCJ in that Evolution. I'm telling you that now. Jordan Grace is winning that title.
Unfortunately, I think I have to agree.
Yeah, she's winning that title.
Not without some help from Fatal Influence, though. I think they're going to come in.
Yeah, they're going to come in. But honestly, it's time to wrap up Fatal Influence.
That would have been a good fourth. Yeah. Jasmine Nix. You're not doing shit with her. Originally, I thought JC Jane and Fallon Henley were teaming up because they didn't like the new regime of women coming in, and Jasmine Nix was one of the ones that we're gonna pick you. We're gonna you're different from the rest. But it's like you're not doing anything with her except for her just being the accessory. She's not even a muscle. She's not the heater.
Nope.
She's just there by association.
Default,
so I feel like that would have been better. Like Izzy is low key becoming the leader of the Cullen. She didn't need the spotlight, to be honest.
I'm glad someone said it.
Especially we knew that she wasn't going to win anyway.
Mm-hmm.
She has her own storyline going on.
Yep.
If Jasmine Nix is not coming out to just be on the left or the right of fucking JC, what the fuck is she doing?
What are we doing here? I'll be honest with you, the way I see Fatal Influence going, piggyback on what you just said, I honestly thought, if not Jasmine Nix, definitely Fallon Henley get involved in that Fatal 4-Way.
There we go.
Because this is just me speaking out loud. Fallon Henley is fucking great in the ring.
Oh, absolutely.
But the fact that she's great in the ring, I knew she was great in the ring when she was on AEW briefly, on AEW Dark. Shout out to people who still watch AEW, used to watch AEW Dark. But the way I saw it was setting up perfectly to have them divide, and Jasmine Nix being the, what's that shit called? Being that person's like stuck between the two. Like stuck between your parents, in a sense. Where it's like, who you going to choose? Who's going to be involved? Then here comes the big Fatal 4-Way. Do I help Fallon? Do I not help her? But do I want Fallon to challenge for the title? Does Fallon want the charge? It would have been perfect setup as far as getting storylines going for NXT going forward. Because right now, the way I see it, JC Jane is losing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess now we're gonna have JC eventually try to get Fallon to help her, and they failed, and didn't they break up? I don't know.
When the fuck is the draft? Because this shit is hurting my head. Because we just need to wrap this shit up, B. Because there's people who have been putting in the work that are kind of like just
there.
They're just there now.
They're just there.
Wesley, get him the fuck out of here. Trick, get him the fuck out of here. And I mean that respectfully. They need to be called up. They need to be doing more. But I feel like, all right, two things.
Okay, no.
I feel like two things. One, the draft needs to happen. But around the draft, they need to kind of find a way to figure out how storylines would seamlessly include the new draft picks.
Correct.
Because what happens is you have a Carmelo Hayes who comes in, fire first year. Yep. Now we don't know what the fuck to do.
There's people
niggas is calling him a jobber now. Yeah.
He was supposed to. There was people online that was pegging him to be a part of Seth Rollins' group.
That would have been dope.
I would agree with that too.
Seen that. That would have made
that too.
That it's so crazy because they have nothing in common, but that would have made way more fucking sense than the nigga who was fucking dropping his 400-pound ass on top of you a few months ago.
Bad one.
And we just got no explanation about that.
We really don't, but
what under the bridge? We cool now.
Yeah, we cool now. You fucked up my ribs, put me out for a few months, but sure, we're good.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. I don't know. WWE has a lot to figure out. I know we're going into now. The next event would be Saturday Night's main event. But then they just announced on, that's the other thing. We know Saturday Night's main event is coming up. We know Evolution's coming up. They just fucking announced Survivor Series at the field where San Diego Padres play at. They just announced that Royal Rumble's going to be back in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in 2026. Dude, I get it. I need the bread, but slow the fuck down. Because you're moving the pieces around with no real clear, concise. I don't understand a lot of the decisions that were made after tonight, but whatever, man. Listen.
Okay. Is SummerSlam the next PLE? The next big PLE?
The next big PLE is SummerSlam, August 1st, August 2nd.
So we're actually not getting anything for July.
PLE wise,
it's because you don't count Saturday Night Main Event.
It's Saturday Night Main Event in Evolution, July 11th, July 12th.
Okay, well, that kind of counts if you're a woman.
Yes.
Because not only are you, depending on who you were,
yep.
Not only were you just in Night of the Champions, now you have to come back for Saturday Night Main Events, and then you have to possibly come back for, that Evolution. For the
Evolution, yeah. I don't know. I just, please try to figure this out better, because
they're not.
They're not.
They're fucking.
They gotta figure it out better. But we're gonna wrap up here with the post show. We'll probably be back for Saturday Night's Main Events post show, I guess. Maybe pre-show, depending on how life shit goes. But as always, I say please follow at the Bell to Bell podcast on Instagram. Same thing on Twitter as well. The Bell, the number 2 Bell pod at gmail.com. We are looking for advertisers, sponsorships. Please have your stuff here all over. We will hang it up. We'll even post up there at the bottom of the screen here on our shows. But sponsors, we're interested. Please hit us up. If you want to invite us to your wrestling show, please contact us. We'll come out and do media for you as well. But you want to give your social media, sir?
Yeah, we're trying to have this shit look like a WWE ring. Just a bunch of different companies all over the fucking place. Yeah. So, had to get that out there. BOK Out the Rebel is the Instagram. www.4everblk.com is the website. What the Heart Wants, the album is out, it's available. It's only $5. Taking it back to old school days with the blue mats in front of the Coliseum with the mixtapes. It's only $5 straight, no taxes or anything like that. Please enjoy. It's 15 tracks on there. The book What the Heart Wants is available on Amazon. If you're an artist or you're a wrestler, you need beats. I do have beats on the website as well. I have a whole lot more. Make sure you can tell you I got a whole lot more. So DM me if you hear something and it's not your style, but you still want to maybe possibly work. Other than that, what else do I got going on? No, I think that's it. I'm good.
What the Heart Wants on Amazon right now. Go get that.
Yes.
DJ Mainstream, Voice of the Voiceless, at Make the Call on Instagram. At Make the Call on all my social media accounts. We're working on some more stuff for Bell to Bell. I'm working on stuff personally that I can't really talk about right now because it's all in planning stages. But for me, honestly, I want to get into doing more with the wrestling. So again, I'm interested in doing voiceovers, advertisements. I have a background doing color commentating and doing wrestling. You can book us, book me, book him, doesn't matter, but please contact us. But also for King Leak TV on Instagram, at swis.visuals on Instagram for our producer. Episode 6, we're going to record that soon, as soon as we get our schedule together. But other than that, please enjoy episodes 1 through 5. Episode 5, Summer Madness, is out on YouTube now. But until then, this has been the Bell to Bell Post Show. Are we going to really do it for the post show too?
Absolutely, why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Bell to Bell.